Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's another edition of Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling, which means there's more predictions. My name is Mike Larkin, and joining me as always by my side is the collector, the projector, and no, he is not the lost member of the ICP, the one, the only Mr. Robert Davis. How are you, Roberto?
Abracadabra, boom, shaka-day. I'm okay. Not Violent J, but I'm back like a vertebrae.
Hell to the yes, sir. And on the other side of the coin, she is Shaggy, and she is always so dope. Too dope, to be exact. The one, the only, Miss Nicola McDonald, the Demoness. How are you, Nicola?
Hello. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
We're okay. We're okay. A lot of stuff has been going on, folks. As we do know, this Saturday is NXT Deadline, headlined by Trick Williams and Ridge Holland. That damn Ridge Holland, which we're going to get into a lot about Ridge on today's program. Him and a certain stir the pot, Mr. Eric Bischoff, who we'll also be talking about on the show. Eric Bischoff. So, with that being said.
You, Eric Bischoff.
Oh, boy. All right. So with that being said, let's get into a lot of what has happened in the week in wrestling. First and foremost, before we get to one of the big parts of Raw that we love, and that's the Karrion Kross Final Testament Wyatt Six feud, Drew McIntyre, he's back. He attacked Sami Zayn after the main event of him and Seth Rollins. And I'm going to say this right now. Drew and Seth, healed tandem, because they both hate CM Punk. We got Kevin Owens on the other side who hates Cody and who has the history with Seth Rollins. Like, you know what I'm saying, with Kevin there. And also Kevin is pissed at Sammy for teaming with the Bloodline. Then you could throw Punker in there because he's got beef with Seth. He's got beef with Drew. And hell, him and Kevin Owens don't like each other. So I sense a six-man tag is coming. It's coming our way.
It is coming, and I hope Punk gets Claymore 24 times.
It's already back to Punk and the Claymore trilogy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we thought it was over. No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's Punk. It's never fucking over, is it? Until he's not breathing, which Drew has tried to do, and I think Seth's definitely going to do. So, all goes swings and roundabouts and circles.
So it was a great way to start Raw with the Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn promo, and then Punk and him getting into it and whatnot, and Punk going for his sights on WrestleMania. I got to ask Robert, what were your thoughts on the return of Drew McIntyre, what we got to see from that angle that really transpired this week?
I was pretty happy to see Drew. Drew has probably been doing some of the most greatest work of his career in WWE, both runs, to be honest. Like, it's been fantastic to see where we go from here. I think it's just going to be very entertaining TV going forward, especially with Drew and Loki.
I will say this, Nicola McDonald, I know you also are very much a big fan of Drew McIntyre. What were your thoughts of seeing their return? He Claymore poor Sammy, and he's back. He's back and better than ever.
Right, I have two questions. I'm really, really glad that obviously Drew's back, because I didn't think he'd be back yet. I thought he'd be off for a little more time, but obviously then again, Punk was supposed to disappear and fuck off permanently, but he didn't, did he? So that didn't work out either. Fuck you, Punk. Anyway, why is everyone after Sammy right now? Seth, now Drew, what the fuck did he do to fuck everyone off?
They're pissed with Sammy because he went back in a line with Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Owens and Sammy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yep. I'm with you now.
Yes, Seth is pissed.
Still, poor Sammy right now.
Poor Sammy's trying to do the right thing and be a good guy, and then everybody's pissed. It's like, hey, man, you tore down the Bloodline. Now you want to go back with him? What the hell's going on? Then Roman and CM Punk are shaking hands at Survivor Series, and he owes him a favor. Paul Heyman owes him that favor. Come on, man. Roman and Punk. We're going to get it. Roman and Punk going down.
Why though? Why?
Because they have
Punk. Seriously.
Because they have history. Because they have history. It makes sense, the Shield and everything, and the fact that Punk got asked that question. 10 years ago, you were talking about, the management, what they thought of Roman Reigns. Punk's answer at the scrum, no comment at the press conference. He literally just said no comment to keep it.
Yeah, Cassius Ohno, motherfucker. Really? Cassius Ohno?
That's why I laugh, because it's a sense of he's in character, but also it's like, I'm not going to answer this bullshit from 10 years ago when I was on the Card of Wrestling podcast. Fuck Colt Cabana and everything he stands for. No, but that was the thing, what he said. If you remember the original Shield, he did not want Roman Reigns. It was him, Seth, and I think he wanted it to be Cassius Ohno. Yes, like you mentioned, Chris Hero, but the WWE was like, no, we're going to put Leaki in. We're going to put in Roman Reigns. I got to say, though, it worked. I could not imagine anybody else in that role. And I like Cassius Ohno. I love Chris Hero, him and Claudio, the Kings of Wrestling, but I couldn't imagine him in that role. But I think it would be a whole hell of a lot different.
It would have been so much different. I think Roman was the right choice.
1,000%. And I mean,
I agree with these two.
And I mean, it gave us the infamous Shield and the Wyatts, whatnot, that we got there. And I will say this: it's funny that we bring up the Wyatts before we even get to the final testament. I was talking to Robert before we came on the show. This Jamie Hayter,
waiting for me.
Yes, that too. Jamie Hayter, Julia Hart.
I was not asleep on the floor. Just that.
Not this time.
Oh, that's good. At least you weren't sleeping on the toilet, so that's a plus. That's good too.
What the fuck?
So I will say this: that I love the that Julia Hart is doing. Really good. Jamie Hayter has no clue why she's targeting her, as we mentioned. It kind of reminds me like this. God rest his soul, Bray Wyatt. Like, we were originally going to have Bray and Brock last year, but Brock is like, I am not doing the spooky shit. You are not taking me to this Firefly Funhouse. I am the Beast Incarnate. I will work with Omos before I go to the Firefly Funhouse. Fuck your Firefly Funhouse, Bray. Because Brock was like, no, I'm not doing that. So we got Bray and Bobby out of nowhere.
You should have gone into the Firefly. You should have gone in and played.
You know how interesting that would have been? Like, that would have been so cool. But Brock is
different.
Piss son of a bitch. No, but Bray and Bobby
would rather play cowboy instead.
Among other things.
Among other things.
So close, so close.
Bray and Bobby was so random because if you look at their history, like, there was only one interaction with Bray and Bobby. That was during the pandemic, the Fiend and Alexa Bliss on Raw with Retribution and the Hurt Business. Like, that would have made no doggone sense. But I mean, we were going towards Bray and Bobby. But Bobby Lashley, and I will say this, with everything that we saw at the media scrum, can I just say right now, first of all, put MVP more at these media scrums from Full Gear so he could just shoot everybody down, call the 4FW a nerd, call this one, oh, you're playing with toys. Do you even have a journalism degree? Like, that was hilarious. And Bobby shut Kate from Fightful the fuck down with that, how's it feel to be, around a bunch of black world champions? And he's like, no. We're all world champions. We're not black. Don't even do that. He did that with class. Oh,
fantastic!
It was, and I mean, I know we're catching up in the week with Full Gear, but this also points to Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart. Like I mentioned, everything that's gone on in the world of AEW. I'm looking forward to it, but even after these next few weeks, we have no idea why she's targeting her. Is it because did they hint at the fact that Jamie returned and like it's now time for Julia to return? She wants a bigger return than Jamie. Is that where we're going with this? I'm trying to like put the pieces together here, my friend.
I hope so, because Jamie Hayter was just like, why me? And we're just like, girl, we don't
know.
We don't know.
We're
trying to figure this out with you. Like, we'll help you figure this out.
I have a fucking problem as well, because last night on Dynamite, I'm going to say this right now. MJF against Adam Cole or Kyle O'Reilly does not need to be for the Diamond Ring. Why are we having a match for the goddamn Dynamite Ring? They don't give a rat's ass about the Dynamite Ring. They just want to beat the crap out of MJF. Can you explain that to me too as well? Like, what was the purpose of the Battle Royal when you knew it was going to be Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're going for. And the fact that Kyle's in this now makes no sense because they hated each other, but now we're boys. What are we doing here, Roberto Davis? What are we doing?
You jaundice-infested villain. Jesus. Max. I don't know. It's so confusing. I know we fight for this ring every year. And I guess if we're gonna blow this off, and I hope this is the end of it.
I do too. I know, me too.
I pray to the Lord Regal that this is the end of it. Like, if this is how we need to finish it, we need to finish it, because this didn't go nowhere. And trying to reverse the angles and turn the tables, and Adam Cole has jaundice and Max is nowhere to be found, and just hit the reset button. It makes no flipping sense. By the way, also we remembered that Hook and Christian were feuding. That was nice. That we remembered that.
Oh, Grandpa came out of his cage for a little while, did he?
Yes, he did. But the big news. Hi guys. The big news out of it. Hi, guys. New York Minute with Chris Jericho. We're going to find out who his opponent is at Final Battle. And we found out during the spoiler that it is the complete Matt Cardona, which he was supposed to face Ricky Starks at GCW. Ricky gets taken off, but Cardona, bring your ass on over to Ring of Honor, Matt.
Effie
Can
is
we
somewhere.
talk about the fucking
punching the
hat?
air.
Can
The
we
hat?
talk
Oh, yeah.
about the fucking cowboy hat? Seriously, what the fuck? Jericho, stop. Please,
It's a
you're
Canadian
fucking
thing.
annoying.
He's
It's a
the
Canadian
no,
thing.
the
No,
nueve. He's the nueve.
I think the Canadians do it as well in like that part with like Calgary and over there's a lot of cowboys. So
Yeah, but he shouldn't be fucking doing it. He just looks fucking stupid.
I
It's
know.
a new improved Jericho,
It's
but
a
he's
new
got a new
improved
hat.
I got a
But
new
he's
hat.
got a new hat.
Oh God, he
Oh.
stinks. I never have rooted so hard for Matt Cardona in my life. I just want him to beat him for that Ring of Honor title on Friday because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of. You know what the problem is? It's gonna go to Death Before Dishonor. I'm calling it right now. He's gonna hold it till Death Before Dishonor, and then Mark Briscoe's gonna win it back from him. I'm gonna call it right now. I don't want it. I don't, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's taking off Jericho, why not Matt Cardona?
Why not Matt?
And why is he the complete Matt Cardona? He's always ready. Like,
that makes no sense. We never explained that. It was just like, oh, it's the complete Matt Cardona, and I'm like, why the fuck is he complete? He was always ready. Where does this come from?
Is always ready another word for complete? Is complete?
I don't know anymore. I don't.
But Effie's got to be punching the air right now because Cardona and Jericho is going to be in Hammerstein Ballroom a month before GCW now. So now what?
Suck it, Effie. Suck it, Effie.
And keep doubling down on them comments.
Speaking of suck it, X-Pac was on NXT this week, which it was good to see X-Pac like giving some love to Javon Evans. I gotta say that was cool, and he got to too sweet with freaking X-Pac. Javon Evans just too sweet it up. Hell to the yes, you go, Javon Evans. But there was somebody else that was on NXT, and he was back and better than ever. Eric Bischoff was on NXT as the mediator for Ridge Holland and Trick Williams.
I'm sorry. Only opinion I got of that man is that.
Boom.
You know how old Eric Bischoff is now? And I didn't even realize. I know he's an older
1000 BC, dead.
No, he's 69.
Rotting corpse.
69.
69. Oh, 69. 69.
So, Eric
dirty-minded people.
Yeah. Eric Bischoff came out. Eric Bischoff came out as the mediator for Ridge Holland and Trick Williams. Kind of stirred the pot a little bit, and then Ridge Holland goes, "I don't care what these has-been podcasters have to say. Just suck it, Eric. Fuck you, Eric. I don't care about your opinion. I'm gonna fucking win the NXT championship." And Trick Williams like, "You think I'm so soft?" And then it turned into this great brawl, and he DDTs Trick on the table. Trick goes to the hospital. What the hell's going to happen with the NXT championship match? But he's still going to compete anyway. I got to say, this was better than I expected because as someone who was going into this, I know you as well, we're like, Ridge Holland, But the way that they have kind of brought this together now, I'm cool with it. And I want to see Trick Williams whoop that Trick.
Yeah, I mean, Ridge Holland said, "Fuck your 83 weeks, Eric."
Fuck your 83 weeks, Eric.
So, I mean, that's good enough for me.
And I will say this because we touched upon it on the weekly review, and I'll say it to you here.
How long have we been doing this? Not yet. Okay. I'm timing myself when I say certain things.
We'll put it up on the screen of the meter. How many times are you going to say it, man?
Cue the SMD counter.
The SMD counter.
I have not even started the SMD counter yet. It was almost there earlier, but I stuck myself because you was talking about Brian. I was like, nope. Not this again. Do not say this at the wrong time.
Alriighy. Well, since it did happen, we're going to talk about Eric. We have 2 clips to play. One of them is from that girl, Jada Parker, when we get to that match, because Jada Parker friggin' made the internet this week. Can I just say, that woman, if she's not the women's champion by either the early start or end of 2025, I will be pissed off. That girl has got the chops. She's got the chops, but someone who's got chops.
She's a badass.
Yes, chops that you want to smack. All right, and I know Robert Davis is going to have his opinions because, as he calls them, ladies and gentlemen, the tool bag, that is Ariel Helwani.
Ariel Helwani.
Yes, had Eric Bischoff on his show, and this got the internet in a buzz. And like I said, I don't hate Eric. Some of his opinions are valid, but we'll go again to this discussion.
No, we hate you. They say, I'll fucking be honest, I hate you. You're a tosser. Yeah.
So we'll get into this, and we'll have a brief
Suck
discussion.
my dick.
One. So we'll have the there's one on the suck my dick counter. We'll put it in the corner of the show. One. And we'll put Demi Moore here. So with that being said,
Ooh, nah.
so with
Too
that,
old.
so with that being
Nasty.
said, this is what got the internet in a tither this week. Eric Bischoff was on Ariel Helwani, aka Toolbox, and aka Snowman. And, pretty much was on his show, and Eric Bischoff said Tony Khan and Dave Meltzer with 2 minutes and 57 seconds of facts is glorious. He said AEW's got no story. There's no hope. Like there was no hope with Dope on Saved by the Bell. Johnny Dakota. You remember that boy, Johnny Dakota, Robert Davis, Bayside High. No hope with Dope, Robert
no
Davis.
hope with no hope with Dope.
No hope with Dope. Ah, good God. Well, there's no hope here with AEW, and I will say this. He didn't say that they're going to die, but he was just saying, yeah, he was saying some things. So here we go.
I just said, heck with it. It's not worth my time.
Okay. What about your take on the current state of All Elite Wrestling? What do you think? How are they doing right now?
Yeah, well, they're horrible. Come on. It's just, I've given up. I used to get really frustrated with them because I actually hate seeing people screw up good opportunities. I know what that feels like, and I know how hard good opportunities are to come by. So when you see somebody just shooting themselves in the foot day after day, week after week, in every possible way, it's frustrating for me, and I would vent that frustration. Now it's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. There's no hope for them. Nothing's going to turn that company around. There's no light bulb going to go off in anybody's head and all of a sudden realize, oh, this is how we actually get people to watch TV. They have no idea what they're doing, and they're too stubborn to learn.
There's no chance for a story to turn like the way NWO turned WCW around. There's no chance of any of that.
Not there.
Why not?
Because there's nobody there that knows how to tell the story. There's nobody there that knows what a story actually is. It's like, I use this analogy sometimes because it's easy to understand. Boy meets girl, boy gets girl. Boy loses girl, boy gets girl back. That's a story. It's not very compelling. Nobody cares. But if Shakespeare gets a hold of it, it's kind of like a version of Romeo and Juliet. So, yeah, you'll hear the fan base say, "Oh, there's great story. There's stories." Dave Meltzer says the problem with AEW is there's so many stories people can't keep up with them. I kid you not, he said that. And people take him seriously and send him money every month. What the hell? There's the stories, if there are any, are so bad that only the lowest form of wrestling intellect on the planet finds enjoyment in it. Now, you will find some people, and I think this is cool. If you just like the physical presentation of guys flying all over the place and doing all kinds of athletically amazing stuff, and you don't care about story, you don't care about characters, that's your jam. AEW is your jam. And if that's what you like, more power to you, man. I'm glad you found it. It's just not viable for the masses. It's, as Tony calls them, for the sickos. First of all, why would you want to call your family sickos? Because the majority of them prefer not to be called that. Just a hint, Tony. Just a hint.
For the sickos.
Tony's vision for that company, I guess, is to provide content for that percentage of the audience that only cares about high risk, high altitude, fast paced action, and not about story and not about characters.
And that was Eric Bischoff on Ariel Helwani. Roberto Davis, I knew that was going to happen. This is why I'm going to go to you first, because I saw that hand raise, you son of a bitch. I will also say this about you to add to your point, because when I first went to my first Ring of Honor show when I was 13 in 2005, folks, Ring of Honor at the Sports Plus in Long Island, New York, main evented by Bryan Danielson and Jamie Noble, James Gibson, for the Ring of Honor world title. I mean, and you get to see the feud with Homicide and Colt Cabana and that blood feud that they had. You got to see Jay Lethal against Loki and so many of these actions and see some of these stars that you may have never seen before, and you're going to the matches. I love independent wrestling much like you do, Robert. I love the high-octane aerial assault because I look at it like this. was Samoa Joe, and we're going to watch this on here, was Samoa Joe and Kenta Kobashi have story behind it. No, it was a dream match, but a lot of people wanted to see that dream match because when you look at Samoa Joe and the character and the general consensus of how he is and his size and stature and how hot he was, and you have Kenta Kobashi, who's a legend Japanese wrestling, the strong style, you want to see these two combustible, irresistible forces mesh and clash with each other. So there's something for everybody that people like. And I've always said this, I love story, I love them both. And when he mentions Boy Meets Girl, you look at Boy Meets World, you had 6 weeks straight of compelling storyline with Lauren Topanga and Daniel Fishel, with Ben Savage on that. That made for compelling story for 6 to 7 weeks about a relationship, but some people may not want to see that relationship. They just want to see other stuff. There's a plethora, and a lot of people need to just expand and have a variety of it. I agree with what Eric's saying, but I also say at the same point, Eric, if people like it as their jam, as he put it, let it be their jam. Go, Roberto Davis. I'm sorry.
You actually hit the nail on the head pretty well. This is probably the first time for me as well. I actually agree with what Eric said here because to an extent, I guess if AEW is your jam, for people like me who are into more of the wrestling aspect, not so much of the characters and compelling story, because we already have a show for that and they're doing it really well.
Yeah,
probably better than anybody right now. I mean, honestly, if you take the wrestling out of WWE, I think they'll be fine because they're more compelled with the storyline aspect of it. A reel with CM Punk and Roman Reigns just standing in the cage got so many goddamn views.
104 million views on Instagram, the highest reel on their Instagram views.
They must have been fucking bored. That's all I'm saying.
And they're just standing in the goddamn cage.
And it's the shove. It's the shove, man.
Yeah.
You're standing there.
You can, and
I
it's
mean,
such
actually,
it's
no,
a
that one
component
is
to
a
the
good
story.
one. I'm not gonna lie.
And there's a story there
That
too.
was pretty good.
But to say that the storylines in AEW are bad, that's an opinion. Because there are some storylines that people do find compelling. There are some characters that people do find compelling. Like you've got the Outrunners, an absolute throwback to what, early 90s WCW was about. You've got, whatever Jamie Hayter is right now with her, 70s gimmick. Not sure what that's about, but
we love you, Jamie Hayter, but we don't know what the fuck is going on. Continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your character is like, I mean, there's something there. Obviously, we just don't know what it is.
It is.
Just flush it out a little bit more. You'll be all right. The protostar, Kyle Fletcher. I guess when he came in as when he was in Aussie Open, people couldn't tell you the difference between him and Mark Davis. But now he's fleshed out this character, the protostar, which we found out last week means a young star who's getting all their energy from the things around them.
Uh-huh.
What a great fit. Konosuke Takeshita. He was just some random ass Japanese guy they brought.
He's a dude from DDT, and now he's one of the top stars there.
A dude from DDT. He's now the alpha because he beat the Omega. It's there. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Cool.
No, I'm right there with you. Like you mentioned characters like the Konosuke's, the Kyle Fletchers. I mean, Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May has me hooked just because it's not the fact that they're both beautiful women, but they are friendship, they're Japan, and they're both entertaining characters. And I mean, that's what you like to see with how compelling it was. I know I mentioned how Eric mentioned Boy Meets Girl with Ben Savage, Daniel Fish, and Lando Cardellini from Boy Meets World, but you have to have that in television. There's drama, there's suspense, there's characters, there's a little bit of everything. And I think with professional wrestling, like you mentioned, everything being your jam and going back to that, like I can tell you straight up and down, like 6 o'clock, I went to Northeast Wrestling years ago to see the Hardys and the Young Bucks because it was the second one in their series on the Indies. I wanted to see that. What was the story behind it? Not only because they beat them at the last show, now we're going to see them at this show. And it worked perfectly because people came in and they tuned in and they watched and they came to an attendance to see that series because they were invested in the Hardy Boys, the past generation, the newer generation with the Young Bucks, and how their synergy and how they're very similar within their size, stature, as well as their wrestling ability. So you have the story there, even of just bringing it from one indie to another. And it works. You know what I'm saying? It's how you have the presentation of it. It's all about representation of your presentation. If you present yourself well on AEW, WWE, and you present the wrestling well, the story well, and everything in between, that is a successful business model. That's a successful product. And speaking of success, God, I'm sorry.
It is. I think it's just a matter of, getting all these guys from the independents, because you look at the guys in the WWE right now who are telling these compelling stories. They were on the independents 10, 12, 13 years ago. Right. So they've acclimated to the WWE vision or version, I guess, if you will. So you got guys that are just coming in now to, a bigger program, being on TV every week. 4 or 5 years in, they have to get acclimated to that version of wrestling, because you don't have a whole lot of time to tell a story on the independents. You can't go to PWG and see, Daniel Garcia versus Malachi Black and be like, yo, what's the story here? We don't got time to tell a story. You got 20 minutes to maybe tell it in the ring, and that's about it. But you take it to weekly TV, you can do something with that. And I think it's just a matter of these guys learning how to do that.
Oh, I always go back to Claudio Castagnoli and Milano Collection AT. Like when they brought in Milano Collection AT in 06 to go against Claudio, and he was coming out to Sledgehammer / I Got to Have It by Jermaine Dupri and Monica and Nas and Peter Gabriel, the legendary Peter Gabriel of Genesis. Like that stuff right there, like his character being the Swiss guy, the Ricola bomb, and Milano Collection AT, who was hot at that time in New Japan. Like those two meshed very well for the 20, 30 minutes. What was the story? It was a dream match. You brought in the Japanese talent to wrestle one of your top ROH guys, and it works. So you get to tell the story within such a minimal amount of time, and it works. It's a very nice blend. And I also got to put it to you like this. If you really want to be pissed at somebody, you should be pissed off at Jim Cornette. What is everybody goddamn Quentin Tarantino, everybody in this fucking place? Like that friggin' made it there, because he's making fun of the cinematic stuff and the presentation of the theatrical side of things. And here's what pisses me off, because you mentioned those guys in NXT from who are on the indies and people on the come up in NXT. This Jim Cornette, you've lost it, because he goes, what the fuck is so goddamn special about Carmelo Hayes? Carmelo Hayes. Who? Carmelo Hayes! Really, Jim? What is so special about Carmelo Hayes? Really, Jim? Really? Okay, sure. He is him, like Carmelo and Trick, Carmelo and Cody, like Carmelo and Andrade.
Like, Melo don't miss. I mean, he's
so goddamn special.
He's got the catchphrases, he's got the look, the presentation's there. I mean,
Jim, I don't understand Jim sometimes, but that goddamn Quentin Tarantino,
he can't hit the broadside of the barn.
Broadside of the barn, huh? John Cena, you want to fucking do a Firefly Funhouse match and kill the business? I remember when you were in fucking OVW, you fucker. Nicola, what are your thoughts on what Eric Bischoff had to say about professional wrestling and AEW not having storylines, and just saying, there's no hope with dope and AEW?
You two said it best, to be fair. Both of you ranted that one out, so there's not much. I don't like his opinions. I don't think anyone thinks he's relevant anymore. So he just appears when he fucking wants to piss everyone off.
Well, I always give credit to Eric now, because he can admit his faults. Like, hey, here's Ted Turner's money. I'm spending Ted Turner's money. He's admitted his faults. I will say this, but I think that's the difference between.
It doesn't make him not a tosser.
I know, but that's why I always get on Tony, because of everything is great, 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 and that's where comes from. For the sickos.
That's us. I like that. What we had to have about the sickos, all three of us went.
That's us. But he does have a point there. Would you have the shirt there?
I agree on some of it.
No, you got the shirt over there, Mr. For the sickos over there. Like, I'm curious, like, if you're walking around town wearing that t-shirt, like, there's gonna get some looks there, because what do you mean you're doing it for the sickos, man?
Oh yeah, I walked through an airport with that shirt and definitely got some heads turned.
I like your style. All right. Okay. All right. That's what I'm saying. We do it for the sickos. And what we're going to do it for is each and every one of you, because we have predictions, but 2 other stories from Raw, because we mentioned Drew and everybody being a tosser up in this piece. We got to talk about the New Day. Vince Russo. Bro, it didn't make any sense. Why are they turning on Big E? They had this problem and they're not turning on each other. Now they're going against Big E. They had a problem.
What the fuck?
They blamed Big E, because if Big E was still here, they wouldn't be fighting, and you left us. You left us for your woman. You left us for your desk job. You didn't care about the New Day. It's not we, it's us. There is the story, Vince. And they swerved us because we thought they were going to turn on each other, but no, they turned on Big E.
Big time. I was not expecting that. I mean, I felt terrible for Big
Kofi
E.
in the line of the friggin' week. You broke your neck. So what?
So what?
So what?
Bro,
Kofi.
They like taking it to a dark place, don't they?
That they do. Oh, so Roberto,
But yeah, that was a bit extreme.
I'll start with you. What were your thoughts on the 10-year anniversary of the New Day and them turning and verbally assassinating Biggie?
I was shocked. I mean, just like everybody else, I was expecting Kofi and Woods to turn on each other, and that didn't fucking happen. Obviously, they turned on Big E, and you kind of felt bad for Big E because he was just kind of sitting there and taking it, and he's just like, so that's it. This is how it ends.
It's over
after a decade.
It's over.
I'm just like,
yeah.
Oh man, I hope when the Rumble happens and that timer goes off and Big E comes to that guy, and I hope he stops both of you.
You want to go big? Then say that. I really did. That's why I'm looking at it like you. I'm like, Biggie has to come back in the Rumble. You know, it's close to friggin' Biggie coming back. You have to think and you have to make an assumption. But I thought it was told very nicely. And goddamn you, Ridge Holland. This mofo took a photo of himself standing in the ring. Ridge, you piece of shit!
You motherfucker!
You dickhead! Ridge Holland, you tosser. He's from Yorkshire. I'll say it, Nico. I'll steal your words. You tosser. Ridge Holland, you tosser.
That my boy.
Yes. Oh, Ridge Holland.
I mean you.
Thank you.
Fuck Ridge Holland, but you.
But he did. He put a friggin' photo of him standing in the ring all friggin' happy. Like, you dickhead. Like, right in the middle of all of that. Ridge, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You hate him.
Dopey motherfucker.
Fucking Yorkshire, I gotta play your goddamn rugby. So, Nicola, what were your thoughts on the turn of the New Day on Biggie?
What's a fucking tosser? Pair of tossers. Seriously. I'm used to. I want him to come and appear and just stump the shit out of both of them and then go, now say it. Yeah. And then walk out of the ring and just go, tossers, as he walks away.
So, this is how it ends. After a decade.
You're gonna do me like that? You too? Woods! God, he was so good. Now, somebody put out there into the universe that they want to see a third member of the New Day now to replace Big E, and they want it to be Obafemi. No. The reason why I say that is because you need people on NXT. Obafemi does not need to be with Kofi and Xavier. Let them do this new reiteration of the New Day by themselves. No.
Yeah, definitely. Before we get too far off, I just want to give a commendable shout out to Chris Yen for just eviscerating Kofi and Woods on Twitter.
Oh, yes. I will put the screenshots of that in this show. Yo, friggin' just going at friggin' Kofi, giving him the finger like this. Mia Yim's sister went ham.
Boy, damn. People wanted to know if she was just playing along or did she think it was real. I was just like, I don't even care. Let her fucking play. Let her do her thing.
It's like when Dustin Rhodes said "fuck the Rock" like earlier this year. Like, who cares if it's a story? He said "fuck the Rock." I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have not checked out Mia Yim's sister going ham, she went ham, and you'll see it in the show here. But yo, boy, one final thing before predictions and us just being our zany selves. That boy Karrion Kross knocked it out of the park again this week with that promo. He said, "You want to get to my wife? Well, congratulations, you got to me." And he challenged them to a match next week. So next week on Raw, we have Karrion Kross, the Final Testament, and The Miz against the Wyatt Six and an 8-man tag. Oh my goodness gracious. Then Wyatt Six cut the promo. Well, you know what? We've been expecting. We've been waiting for you. They were all in the same room. Bo Dallas. He's turning into his brother more and more each and every day.
You know what? That one was so. I think we talked about it like the week before. We've seen it, but wow, literally, they put pictures side by side, and it was just identical. There are so. I mean, obviously they're brothers, but there's similarities between them. But wow, it amazes me more and more how he seems to be more looking like Bray as well. But I'm saying this right now. I love you, Karrion Kross. I really do. But no, Wyatt's kicking your ass. Demon goes with demons. Always follow the demons. And he is kind of evil himself as well. So
he's evil in a different way. A Jake the Snake Roberts type of evil type of way is what Karrion Kross is.
He also has He drags people to hell as well, as much as we do.
Yeah.
This is Cross,
Yeah.
and he's been known to do it. So this is why for me it's kind of difficult because I like Cross, but I'm over on that side of the park right now. I'm over there.
I was gonna say this one's very difficult for us because if it was, Final Testament versus anybody else, or the Wyatt Six versus anybody else, we automatically know what side we're going on. But now it's just like, fuck.
And the fact that
but it's good. It's good.
And the fact that the Miz has actually done very well with him and Karrion Kross. We mentioned their promo, but the Miz is also the comedic part of it because he was doing an interview. He's like, "Yeah, I think this would be great for a 6-man tag for the Wyatt Six and Final Testament to get rid of." And then he gets a text from Karrion Kross and he goes, "I'm excited to have an 8-man tag with the Final Testament again," because he knows he does not want that smoke from Karrion Kross. He will break that boy's legs. Oh my goodness! But yeah, that's what
this is hard.
It is
real freaking hard, but I'm gonna say it's still. I'm so sorry, Cross. You are evil like us, but I gotta go with them.
Wyatt Six.
I go. Even though I'm in two minds, but Wyatt Six. But I still think Cross is a fucking legend, and he's doing amazing. And I love what he's doing, but. Yeah,
and hopefully this leads to more for him because he deserves.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's the other part of it. He needs more airtime, and he's fucking amazing. And let him loose, let him cook like you already are. But
this is what he should have done in his first run in WWE. The goddamn you.
Not put a fucking mask over his face, you piece of crap.
Not lose to Jeff Hardy in 8 seconds.
8 seconds or whatever it was.
Jeez. That made me mad. I'm a Jeff Hardy fan, but fuck no.
Well, you'll hear that in our origin story when we get to the Karrion Kross episode because we're gonna open up a whole thing. Oh man! But only
there'll be no suck my dick on that show.
2. That's 2, baby. 2, baby. So
I said it again at the wrong fucking time.
We done did it again.
I meant it in a good way. I was gonna say that whole show there'll be no.
Wait a second, you're putting that two and two together there. Suck my dick, but I meant it in a good way. What are you trying to say over there, Nicola? That kind of sounded a little, no Diddy, Nicola McDonald. No Diddy.
Fucking Diddy, fuck that dude. Piece of crap.
Also, congratulations to Dakota Kai. First of all, when everybody thought they were going to release Dakota Kai, let's go Dakota Kai. We love you, Dakota Kai.
But we don't like you, Diddy. You're a piece of crap.
No, we don't. We like you. You're a shithead. We like you, Dakota Kai. We love you.
Yeah, we love Dakota. Yeah.
Damage control, baby. Speaking of people we love the NXT predictions because we're going to start with this match just because. Oh boy!
No.
Let us go to what happened on NXT. This is why we're starting with this match. So that is what we are going to start with. Oh my goodness, Jada Parker. We go run this shit back against Lola Vice in the NXT Underground match. Man, if you all didn't see that promo that we saw there, the other part of that was Robert Davis. We're going to speak some Spanish up in here. Lola Vice called her a sucia.
He called her a sucia. He sure did.
Bitch. Slut.
But
I'll let you take this first, and I'll go last. Lola Vice or Jada Parker and the NXT Underground. And what's up, Lucha Underground? NXT Underground.
Man, I'm gonna go Jada Parker just on that promo alone. That was fire. And I know she's not. I don't think she is from I think she's from Florida actually. But that promo would have made some of the New York legends proud. I know Eddie Kingston was probably watching that somewhere, smiling his ass off from ear to ear. That was great. I'm compelled. I'm into it. I hope somebody tells Jada that this is predetermined. This ain't real. But Lola Vice is, a professional fighter, so I know she can hold her own. But I'm gonna go Jada Parker.
Whew. All right, Nicola McDonald. After you saw that raw passion and dare I straight gutta, 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 that was Jada Parker. Who you going with, Jada Parker or Lola Vice? It's an NXT Underground match.
Jada Parker, that was proper badass. That promo was just out of control. I liked it. And she was screeching a lot. So yeah, I can't believe she called her that as well. That's fucking cool.
You remember when I smashed that brick into your skull?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, baby, let's go.
Okay, sis, like the sound of that.
So
do it again.
if you saw the Philly street fight, this woman literally hit Lola Fice over the head with a brick, and nobody was expecting it. And they've used that so well into the story. You look at NXT Underground. This girl Lola Vice is undefeated in NXT Underground. She beat Natty. She beat Shayna.
She did.
For me, it's because since Jada got the win over her in that Philly street fight back at the ECW arena, I got to go with that girl, Lola Vice. Muy caliente, if you will. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Robert Davis. Muy caliente. That is Miss Lola Vice. I like both of them. I think this feud has actually given us a lot of great moments of Lola costing her and Jada just getting pissed and even more pissed. I never thought these two would come together and we see such gelling chemistry, but we have. And Lola's been great as the badass face. Jada Parker is that straight up fire of a heel and just as a performer where it's not even she's a heel because these people love her. People love them some Jada, man. Jada Parker, she's got that swag. She's got that mean mug and shoulder shrugging. It pains me because I also, in a way, want to go with Jada Parker, but I got to go with the vet in the NXT Underground. I will be on that lonely island, no jizz in my pants, but I'm going to go with Lola Vice to win that particular matchup. I'm on the boat, motherfucker. I am on.
No, you're on Titty Island.
Titty City.
Weirdos. Oh,
Sickos.
Titty City. Oh,
Sickos.
yeah. I'm on the lonely island and living these two.
But I will say one thing.
Even now, what? Sorry.
I will say my dick is not in a box, but what we are going to go up to next is on this fine program. We are going to do another underdog team, if you will, because they won the Battle Royal on NXT this week, the Tag Team Battle Royal. Fraxium, everything is okay with Fraxium as Nathan Fraser and Axiom defend the NXT Tag Team Championships against the No Quarter Catch Crew's Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights. Wow, what an underdog team. So Tavian Heights has been doing his thing in Pro Wrestling Noah. Miles Bourne, one of the first deaf wrestlers ever in the WWE, doing his thing as a part of the No Quarter Catch Crew. Very talented young man. They're aligned with Charlie Dempsey, William Regal's son. Let me tell you something, Sunshine! And Red Sinclair. I will say this. I like the fact that we're getting someone new here. Can we see a possible shocking title change? Because Nathan Fraser and Axiom haven't been getting along. Nathan Fraser's being, all about that title. It's like, hey, man, we're the tag team champions, you fucking dickhead. How about you focus on the tag team titles and let's win this doggone match? So in this particular scenario, Nathan Fraser also has to worry about that Iron Survivor match.
He does.
I kind of want to see an upset here. So
Fraxium is fine.
Fraxium is fine. But there's a part of me that wants to see an upset here, but also there's a part of me that's like, I think they're going to wait till NXT TV. So I'm going to say they're going to be fine for now. And I'm going to go Nathan Fraser and Axiom to retain over Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights. Roberto Davis, are you going No Quarter Catch Crew, new tag champs? Or are you going Fraxium?
You know what? I'm going to go New Quarter Catch Crew, Sunshine, because I think an upset would do something here. It would definitely be something new. It would just kind of for the storyline with Fraxium. It sounded like a demon just woke up. I don't know if that was just my headphones or. It is demon hour, so
makes sense.
It does make sense. I'm gonna go.
Do what I hear in my head.
No, I don't. I should. I'll go No Quarter Catch Crew.
All right. So, McDonald, you got to break the trend here. Are you going Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights, the No Quarter Catch Crew, to win the NXT tag titles? Are you going a title retention of Nathan Fraser and Axiom, Fraxium?
Yep. Sorry, my brain's still. You be quiet. No, you are wrong.
Alrighty. Yeah. So, I'll repeat
anyway, sorry, go on.
Nathan Fraser and Fraxium defend the NXT tag titles against the No Quarter Catch Crew, Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights. Are you going with the No Quarter Catch Crew to get the shocking tag title win, or are you going to say Nathan Fraser and Axiom Fraxium retains?
Nathan, that is such a fucking mouthful. Both them names are mouthfuls, but second one, I can't say it properly, but there we go.
Fraser and Axiom?
That one.
Right, so we're gonna go title retention for Nicola as well. So Robert Davis, you were on that only island this time.
It's all right. After that comment, I forgot totally what we was talking about. Like, you don't want to be in my head. No one does. No.
New. I will say this.
No, but I'm in people's heads, so that makes more sense.
The way I'm kind of not upset about it, I'm really not, just because I like the fact, I think you can concur with me on this. New blood. We need not a lot of new blood. I mean, I would have loved to have seen the family win just because of Luca Crucifino and Stacks. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Don and the family on NXT.
Don and the family.
Don the family. And I mean, Gallus would have been cool too. Hey, man. Oh, Lord. But we've seen it. So, I mean, Miles Bourne and Taven have been working very, very hard. And plus, I like Charlie Dempsey. You know what I'm saying? And also, Ren Sinclair is a nice little addition, which we'll go to that match next, because that girl, Ren Sinclair, literally fell into the cover on this past NXT on Tuesday, man. Literally, Jada Parker got mollywopped by Lola friggin' Vice, and then Ren Sinclair got missed and ran right into the cover for that 1-2-3. Ren Sinclair is a part of the Iron Survivor match. This is for the women. So it's Ren Sinclair, Sol Ruca, Stephanie Vaquer, Zarya, Julia, and the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge to determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT New Year's Evil. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I will put it to you like this. No for Ren Sinclair, and I love Ren Sinclair. Sol Ruca, I would like it because she's a great baby face, but out of looking at all these women, because Zarya has a pin over Roxanne Perez, Stephanie Vaquer has a pin over Roxanne Perez, Julia has fought Roxanne Perez. There's history there because Cora Jade did screw her out of the match with Roxanne. But I think there's more to do with Cora Jade and Julia, that we could have more of a feud with that. I think we can expand on matches with that. So out of this one, I'm going to go with that girl, Stephanie Vaquer. And we get Stephanie Vaquer and Roxanne Perez. So with that being said, Roberto Davis, I'm looking at you. Are you going to go with Sol Ruca, Stephanie Vaquer, Zarya, Julia, or Ren Sinclair?
You know what? I was actually going to go with Julia, but now that you had mentioned that, you know, with the whole deal with Cora Jade, there was something there I think they can expand on. Kind of keep introducing Julia to the NXT crowd. I think she's taken a very good shine to this audience. I know it's a completely different audience from Stardom. I remember when Julia debuted, and it was very quiet, and it's not quiet anymore, which is a good thing. And I think with a couple matches, maybe a good feud with Cora Jade might expound upon that and kind of gain Julia some more notoriety here. Steph, on the other hand, has also kind of been in the same boat, but I think she's a little further along. So I think I'm going to go with Stephanie Vaquer as well.
I will say this, because all these women are great, including Zarya, in such a short matter of time. Delta has been killing it. But I look at it also, to your point, when Asuka, even I'll compare it to Asuka. When Asuka came into NXT, she feuded with Dana Brooke and Emma, and then by about the beginning of 2016, a few months after that, she's beaten Bayley for the NXT Women's title. So you get more seasoning into it. And also, plus Stephanie Vaquer and Roxanne, who I just want to see Roxanne just get mollywopped by that girl, Stephanie Vaquer. I'm loving me some Vaquer, man. My goodness. And I like Roxanne too, but somebody needs to slap her in the face. Like, for real, for real. Like, for real. She's got that face that's just, ba-da. You know what I'm saying?
Ba-da.
And also, you also got to give Cora Jade her proper name. Cora Jade, a.k.a. Mini Punk. Mini Punk.
Mini Punk.
Mini Punk.
Yeah.
So, Nikla.
He'd want to be his mini anything. Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. Well, look at Jamie Hayter. Friggin' Jamie Hayter's like, you'd be a fool not to listen to CM Punk. And now look at where we're at with Jamie Hayter. Nah.
Why is this scary bitch after me? I have no idea.
That's exactly what it was. Roughly what you said. Oh, my goodness. All right, Nicholas. So, for the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge, are you going with Sol Ruca, Stephanie Vaquer, Zarya, Julia, or Ren Sinclair?
Zarya.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like it. Zarya.
Different, and I was trying to twist the boat off else to a different part of the world.
No, I will say this, first of all, if we get Zarya and Roxanne, can I just say that size differential? Oh my God. Oh my God. The size differential between those two. But she's another one, much like the Rhea Ripley of NXT, much like Rhea was, both Aussies, and she is just absolute such a brute and athletic for her size. So that would be an interesting David.
We
and
love Rhea.
We do.
Sorry, you said Rhea. We love Rhea.
All
We
good.
Yeah.
It's an interesting dynamic for the David and Goliath style. Okay. All right now. So we will move on because we have 2 more matches on this Kizard. We will go to the other Iron Survivor Challenge and the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge to determine the number 1 contender for the NXT Championship at NXT New Year's Evil. It is Wesley with his old school Desmond Xavier hair. No longer does he have the dreads. He's back to his short hair. Javon Evans, Nathan Fraser, Ethan Page, all legal Ethan Page, and maybe, because we saw at the end of NXT, he got attacked in the back, Eddie Thorpe, the now heel Eddie Thorpe. Shawn Michaels ran up on him and chin-checked him. Old school Shawn Michaels coming out and just shoved Eddie Thorpe right up against that wall. A heel turn is so needed for Eddie Thorpe. And I like Carl Fredericks from his New Japan run, as we've seen many a times, but his gimmick of just being, okay, I like to DJ at night. Chicka, yeah. I like to DJ. I'm Native American. I have my tribe. It's cool, but we need another layer to it. And him just being pissed because he won't get a chance to talk to Ava. He wants these opportunities, and he feels like he's not getting them. A much-needed heel turn is needed here for Eddie Thorpe, which that would be my wild card pick. But out of these, my good God, man, if I was to pick anybody, I don't think it's Nathan Fraser. I think we're done with Ethan Page because I love those matches, but I think we're done with Ethan Page. Javon, I think it's too soon, but if you want a heel to go against Whoop That Trick, I think Wesley, who is just from day one, has been killing it. And we love ourselves some Wesley. We do. We love the Rascals. We're going to do it like this. We love us some Rascals. We do. We love the Rascals. I don't see it being Eddie Thorpe. So if I got to pick anybody, I'm going to pick that boy from the West Side. I said I'm going to pick that boy from the West Side. Wesley. Robert Davis.
You know what? I was kind of in the same boat as you. It's good to see Carl Fredericks get something actually going here because he's been in NXT for a while and he's done fuck all.
Yeah.
So to be bluntly honest here. So I mean, he had such an incredible run in New Japan, so it would be a waste, I think, if they didn't do anything with him because he absolutely has the potential to do something. So it's nice to see something actually being done now. But as far as him winning this match, I don't think that's going to happen. I agree with you on Ethan Page as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually made the transition over to the main roster. I probably wouldn't be too surprised to see him in the Royal Rumble. Javon Evans was my initial choice for this. I think they've trusted him a lot. Obviously, given him the match with Randy Orton, he seemingly got this push as soon as he signed with NXT. So obviously, they do see something in him, but I think it would be a bit too early. And I think it would be a great match. Javon Evans and Trick Williams would be fantastic, but I think for the sake of the dynamic of putting on a match with a story and things like that, Wesley would be my pick.
I have to say this, and what I love about the dynamic too as well. Cedric did also tease because he was pissed that he didn't get in the Iron Survivor match. Like he did a .com exclusive where he's like, I've been on WrestleMania with The Undertaker and John Cena. Like people need to know who I am right now. I could definitely see Unk, as Javon Evans calls him. I could definitely see a friggin' Javon Evans and a heel Cedric, the heel Cedric that we used to have with the Hurt Business, the heel Cedric that used to be with Veda Scott against Moose and Ring of Honor. Like, I would love to see Cedric turn heel. I think that would be a great dichotomy. So, I mean, I think there's a feud in place right there for the story for Javon Evans. But, yeah, I'm right there with you and Wesley. Nicola, so we have the Men's Iron Survivor. Are you going with Wesley, Javon Evans, Nathan Fraser, Ethan Page, or Eddie Thorpe? She's going Rascals all day, baby. Wesley.
All across the board.
All across
always going to be a Rascal. Always.
And personally,
God, I sound fucking dead right now.
Yeah, you're
Screw
fine.
this cold.
Screw this
horrible. Yeah, just in case that. Yeah, I am not very clever right now, but I'm up for you lot and for my two favourite people. So yeah,
We appreciate that. We thank you. But
even if I do keep coughing and sneezing, I apologise. So yeah.
Oh, it's okay. We appreciate you.
Wesley.
Wesley, we appreciate you staying up with us. And I will say this, Trick Williams and Wesley, we got a glimpse of it when he friggin' was in the going back and forth. So, I mean, Wesley is a heel. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to do it, but I got to say, when he pretty much told Zachary Wentz to wish him well in his future endeavors and pretty much go fuck yourself and go back to the minor leagues,
Go
that
fuck
boy's
yourself.
got it in him. Go fuck yourself, Zachary Wentz. Even though we love you, Zach. We love you, Zach.
We do love you, Zach, but you are an arse. See, you know what? I went light then. I said arse. I did not say my other favourite one. So you're an arse.
We got it two so far. We got it two. Throw it up for the two. Throw it up
The
for
twos. The twos.
And I will say this, by the way, speaking of Zachary Wentz, his boo, his wife, that girl Gigi Dolan is back on NXT with Tatum Paxley against the Fatal Influence. Happy to see Gigi back.
Oh yeah, she's a juggalette, so
Well,
she'd fit in with us.
Oh, she reps the ICP too. She's juggalette, JCW. Yeah, she reps it.
ICP.
Yeah, reps that ICP. So with that being said, we move to
look like clowns.
Speaking of clowns,
Actually, don't fucking answer that.
Whoa.
First of all right. You know what? You had to say that. Fucking goddamn superhuman. You piece of shit. This is for the juggalettes. Fuck this shit. This man literally jumps on barbed wire and bullshit and puts glass on it. You dumb fuck, and goes, ow. What the hell you expect's going to happen? You take your shirt off and you look like the tub of goo that you are, and then you friggin' just go over there and you friggin' just get all bust up. The stupid motherfucker's going into goddamn barbed wire. Like, what the fuck do you think is going to happen, superhuman? And this motherfucker has a following for jumping on through stupid shit. Light tubes. You got to put in light tubes and juggalettes. Fuck this shit.
Is he another Logan Paul wannabe?
No, he's
not even close.
Not even close.
He's worse.
We'll have to show you when
I'll show
we
you
get
after
done
the show.
when we get done with this.
We'll show you after the show.
Yeah.
Oh, superhuman.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. Okay. So with that being said, main event time. As it is, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. What? NXT Championship on the line. Trick Williams against Ridge Holland. We mentioned earlier what happened on NXT with the DDT on the table. Ridge Holland has taken down Chase U. Grown men and women cried. When you have an emotional investment for 2 years with Chase U and then they split and you have your audience cry, like that says something. The dedication of the character and the love and the adulation that they have for Chase U. These people legit cried. And now he takes out Chase U. You dickhead. Ridge Holland.
Dickhead.
And now he's going for that NXT championship. I will say this. Ridge Holland is a son of a gun. He gets a lot of flack, but I think we all can agree the man has put in the work. I will say this. Getting him away from the Brawling Brutes and making him a solo act in NXT was the best thing that could ever happen for him. I remember when he went from NXT UK to NXT, and then he got hurt in the match with Johnny Gargano, and that fucked his push because he was going to feud with Adam Cole, baby, at the time. But Ridge has gone through the trenches, and here we are for the NXT championship. I don't see him winning it. I am going to say Trick retains, maybe an Andre Chase interference to give him an Andre Chase size ass whooping for what happened with Chase U.
Whoop that ass. Yeah, whoop that ass. Yeah. No diddy.
Whoop that Trick, whoop that ass. No diddy. I like your style. Okay, we're just going to spank it. Yeah, just spank it. So with no diddy, take me to jail. Throw away the key. I ain't afraid to fuck anybody in the ass.
1 second.
Fucking seconds. So with that,
he's a fucking sicko. That one. Oh no. We ain't in the same league as that. No, fuck off.
Nope.
So as we know, Trick Williams' new catchphrase: "Whoop that ass." Nicola McDonald, 2024. With that being said, Trick Williams against Ridge Holland. Trick Williams versus Ridge Holland. I gotta go Trick, man. I think we're gonna continue this. I think we're gonna get more of him and Andre Chase. But I got to say, Ridge is putting the work. I got to go Trick Williams to retain. Robert, Trick Williams or Ridge Holland?
Ridge, you dickhead.
You dickhead, Ridge.
Yeah, it's your fault. Big E got verbally eviscerated on Monday. Had he not broken his neck, which, so what? We wouldn't be in this situation, you dickhead. He's from the Yorkshire, Nicola. So
he's from Yorkshire. Yep.
He's from Yorkshire.
You mean Yorkshire?
Yorkshire.
I'm American, for God's sake.
For God's sake.
I'll let you off, but yeah, it's Yorkshire.
Yeah. Yorkshire.
Well, you know who you got to blame? Another dickhead. Fuck you, Vic
Bunch
Joseph.
of
You're the
weirdos.
one saying Yorkshire. Fuck you,
True.
Vic Joseph. The goddamn you, Vic Joseph.
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. He said it
Well,
was.
actually, your version sound better because when I say it, it just sounds stupid. It's like, yeah, Yorkshire. You said Yorkshire. It makes so much fucking better. Fuck you, Yorkshire.
This American thing where we have to pronounce every syllable.
Yes.
Because, we call it Worcestershire sauce.
Yes.
Worcestershire sauce.
There you go.
Thank you.
We can't do that.
We can't do that.
Yeah, but then you lot don't come out with stupid shit like tossers or that might tosser or silly tang or
I call people a slag all the time.
Oh yeah,
so they look at me
we're all slags apparently.
Quite confused.
Well, I will say this: we do have the Waffle House here. Now we know that you have a Waffle House over there. Robert and I were
I'm not going all the way to fucking Nottingham to get it.
Go see your girl, your home girl. Saraya's up in this piece, man. Go to the Waffle House with Saraya. Can you imagine Nicola and Saraya in the Waffle House together? Oh my goodness.
She would beat the shit out of me.
All right, here's what I want on one side of a restaurant. Saraya, Nicola, Mariah May. Go.
Oh, I'm dead.
Here comes Pac dressed full gear. No clothes.
Right, someone I work with has actually he collects all like the original figurines, and today he was showing me, and he had one of Bray is in the cult, he had Bo in NXT, he had Alexa Bliss, he had all multiple ones, and as soon as you said that, I was like, oh yeah, I saw that one earlier, and it was a fucking pack. He looks the same even in fucking figure.
Well, Nicola, you may have some backup if you're going to that Waffle House. Get you some Tony Storm, chin up, tits out, watch out for you.
Oh, I'd go meet up with her all day long. Yeah, fuck that, let's go.
Let's go. but back to my trick.
Wait. If Nikki Cross came near, I'd fucking follow that girl.
Oh,
all demons together.
She's not too far away.
She's in Glasgow.
Yeah.
She's where?
Glasgow, Scotland.
Glasgow.
Scotland.
Glasgow.
Scottish.
Glasgow in Scotland.
With Big Damo.
With Big Damo and his hairy back. Go ahead.
Hairy backs.
He does. Wow. He's got a big ass hairy back. He's Louise.
Yeah.
Shave your back, sir.
They don't do that crap in Scotland.
It really matters where. Oh, never mind. Shut the fuck up. I'm not going there.
Trick, baby. We're going trick.
If I saw Nikki Cross, though, yeah, I'd be like this. Yeah, I'm following you. You're evil. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's go.
Definitely 2 for Trick. Nicola McDonald, final one. Whoop that ass. Whoop that Trick has now become Whoop that ass. Nicola McDonald.
I'm going to go with the Yorkshire man just for the fun of it.
Are you really going to go Ridge over Trick? Come on.
No. Trick.
I'm about to say with your Yorkshire, friggin' Yorkshire.
God.
Yorkshire.
I like
sunshine.
Yorkshire. No, I love how you both went. Really? You're really going to do that?
Come on.
I'm fucking with you. Of course, I'll go with Trick, obviously.
I cannot look at Trick Williams the same anymore now because I'm going to think of Whoop That Ass. Every time Booker T does what, I like it. Instead of Whoop That Trick, I think of Whoop That Ass. We're going to do this. Whoop That Ass.
I'm so getting killed for this episode.
Oh, with that being said.
Oh, by the way, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Before we end the show, good timing. Hi, Mom. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is your NXT. Another quick one because only 5 matches, your NXT deadline predictions. Next week is Saturday night's main event, headlined by Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. And then you got the World Heavyweight Championship, that boy Gunther against Finn Balor. And we also have the finals of the
another one I'm going to be pissed about. Because I like both, but yeah, Demon. Yep, never mind.
And the finals of the Women's United States Championship. Come on, Chelsea Green.
Let's go, Chelsea Green.
So yeah, that.
Let's go, Chelsea. Wait, Green. I'm saying that because we have a football. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Love you, Chelsea Green.
So, with that being said,
Chelsea, the football team, not so much.
Yeah, no, Chelsea, not so much.
Yeah, fuck Chelsea, the football team. Screw you lot. Nope.
Tossers.
And yes, I'm a West Ham fan, but fuck you, Chelsea.
Yes.
Anyway,
So-
fuck football right now. This is the
Toss-
wrong thing.
Tossers. Well, you also cannot toss us the salad. Conan, orale, aviva la
Orale.
Raza. White girl number 6. I'm looking at you, Alicia, too. So with
Good
that,
Lord.
being said,
Because you waited. I swear you waited till I do this. There you go. I'm gonna make her laugh right now.
we have Saturday night's main event next week, and then for our next predictions, well, I don't think we're gonna do Saturday night's main event's more of a special. It's not necessarily a well, we might talk some Saturday night's main event. We'll see how it goes. But next predictions is December 28th at World's End. We're back. Hi everybody. MJF, Diamond Ring. Woo! That's the next prediction show.
Lord.
Oh God. At World's End. Why is he having a pay-per-view 3 days after Christmas?
15
Probably because he's got nothing better to do. He's a 40-year-old virgin.
15.
Wow.
Oh, she didn't even say SMD.
No.
Suck my dick.
3. That's 3. 3, baby. Oh.
I made you both laugh. I
hope that
achieved
gets-
something today.
I hope that gets clipped.
I hope they get clipped in
Oh, not again.
I got nothing better to do.
Come on.
Hey, just gonna throw a pay-per-view 3 days after Christmas. I got nothing better to do, you know. Just
There's the pay-per-view 3 days before Christmas and the 40-year-old version.
Well, you also have to admit, ladies and gentlemen, this
I
is
want to see that fucking movie, seriously.
literally. Well, she is correct because this is the same man who admitted last year around this time on the media call that him and his family gathered around the fireplace and the Christmas tree to watch, so he can put on the Continental Classic that he booked to watch around the Christmas tree. Tony, you
Oh, hell
fucking
no. Oh,
Yeah.
hell no.
together and watch the Continental Classic.
Actually, it can't be better in the UK. We have to watch, or we used to. They make us watch the Queen's speech and King's speech, whatever. I've never watched it in my entire life. Shows how good I know about my royal family.
That's right. I'll
Fuck you, horse lady, and fuck you, King Charles.
I'll say hello to Mama Lark here. Hi, Mama Lark, but it's not like yours. Hi, Mom. Hi. But my mom literally wanted to hear the Queen's speech or whatever it was, and I'm like, why?
No.
Why you want to listen? Oh no, it wasn't them. I think it was Prince Harry and whatever the hell it was, or whatever they were doing. It was, and I'm like, why do you want to watch this?
Probably
like,
getting married.
Yeah, that. She's like, what? Why? Why?
Dude, they shut the fucking nation down for that shit. So when the Queen died, like we said, there were 4 days of like no music, then mourning, then all this other bullshit. And then when they always, like, for weddings, everything gets shut down. When Kate and William got married, the whole fucking nation had a day off. Why?
Well,
And then thousands of people go down there to watch carriages go past and wave and go, oh my God, this is amazing.
Wow.
Fuck off. No one cares.
Look at here in the States.
The rest of us go to work. Why we have to stand there watching these two do this?
Well, look at the
Why?
States. I know. Well, look at in these States. We had Beyonce shut down the whole hospital so she can have that baby, man. Beyonce. What the hell, babe? Remember the whole hospital, that whole area got shut down so Beyonce can have the baby. The Bay had to have
No one cares.
Right.
No one fucking cares. Seriously.
Yeah.
No comment on that shit right now. Why is she not in jail yet?
Take me.
They can find her.
Oh yeah, there's that. I forgot. A load of people disappeared off the face of the earth now, didn't they?
Say
Yeah.
my
Cat
name.
Williams, you beauty.
Say my name. Say my name. And what you should be saying is thank you.
No, she was seen, weren't she, the other week when she was protesting against the orange twat that's in charge of you lot? Why did she do that? So no one noticed. They weren't focused on what the fiddlers were talking about. Hi, Mum.
All the single ladies, put your hands up.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum.
Oh my goodness! So with
No Diddy.
with that being said, no Diddy. We appreciate
no Diddy, no Beyonce.
We appreciate
We
you a bugaboo. You make me want to throw my pager out the window is what you want to do. So with that being said, no. Then we say yeah. You should be saying yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
So, with that being said, we appreciate y'all listening to our zaniness and our predictions, and we'll be back with our next Origins episode very, very soon. We gave you a little teaser. We're going to be talking about Karrion Kross and Scarlett, the TNA run, a little Lucha Underground run, the White Rabbit. We'll talk a little WWE run, first run, then the second run, and now what we have now with the Wyatt Six and the Final Testament. So it's going to be a good origin show. So with that being said, Robert Davis does amazing work on these thumbnails. He does amazing work on our socials. Robert, let us know where we can find you and yourselves, kind sir.
Linktree/Blackheartcbd3. You'll have a link to Mike's YouTube page. You got an Instagram, you got a Facebook, you even got a TikTok now that we're making some noise on. We've even got a Twitter on there. It's always going to be Twitter, not X. Fuck you, Elon. Any place you want to find me, Linktree/Hey It's Rob. You got all my links. You can find me there. And I'm done eating leftovers, so you can come bother me again.
How was it, man? Was it good? Was it tasty? Was it joysome? Was it good?
It was. We had a little Parmesan, a little prosciutto. We had a little sour sauce, but it was all turkey, but we made it work, you know?
I feel you. By the way, Robert Davis, are you going to join the Blue Sky like all of us are going to try to do now? Everybody's leaving. You're going to go to Blue Sky? You're going to try it up or not?
We have to. We'll get a Blue Sky soon.
Blue Sky? So...
What the fuck is a Blue Sky? I haven't seen one there in weeks.
Oh, it's the alternative. It's what the old people who did Twitter. It's like Twitter, but run by the old people, right? Who used to do Twitter or something like that.
Yeah, basically Twitter run by the old guard.
Yeah, by the old guard or old people. That too, the old guard. So, Nicola McDonald, where can we follow you on the social media front, man?
Sorry, I was laughing at these two beside me, crazy fuckers. Anyway, Nicola Mac 853 on Twitter because Elon Musk, you could suck my dick.
Four, baby, 4. Throw it up. 4. What? Good.
Yeah, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, Demoness there. Yeah, and if you want to follow me, just don't, because you will not like what you find if you do find me. But yeah, love you all, Black Hearts. Everybody dies.
All righty, fair assessment, y'all. And I will say this: if you want to check out yours truly on the Twitter front, fuck you, Elon. SM Show 1 and MCL 92 on the Twitter front. Blue Sky, I started it. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So it's Larkin 92. I am Ron Burgundy. Either way, we'll figure it out. But when it's up and running, we'll let you know. You can check out StephenMikeShow.com, LMCfights.com, Instagram, Larkin_92, MLarkinMB on Instagram, YouTube channel, Mike Larkin92. You crazy mofos. We're over 1,070-something subscribers right now. Keep it going up. We appreciate y'all. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. So with that, knocking over my goddamn water. So with that being said, if you want to check out Mike Larkin 92, check out Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling with these two crazy sons of guns and yours truly. You can check out Uncaged with Daniel Crimmins and I. Check out the season finale where the 4 of us, we threw up the ones. We threw them up. Wrestling Roundtable, we did our first edition talking about John Cena. His time is now. The last time is now. We got more Roundtable coming up. And Nicola, you going to come to the party on this one for the Roundtable now?
Oh, of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And we also have Stephen Mike Show.
She's not asleep on the fucking floor again like last time.
Or on the toilet. We've discussed this. Floor and toilets are a no-brainer for Nicola. So you can check out Stephen Mike Show, Pop Culture History Podcast, LFC Podcast, On the Michael Mike, and so much more on the YouTube channel. We appreciate you. We love you. We respect you. And Tony Khan making random-ass pay-per-views while watching 40-Year-Old Virgin. Boom. For Nicola McDonald, for Robert Davis, my name is Mike Larkin. This concludes another Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling, and we gonna run this shit back. Oh, baby.
We'll pay you.
We'll pay you. What?
We'll pay you.
I'll pay you. Here's some dollar bills, Mercedes. I love you. You're a blessing.
Fucking beater.